Good evening. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for August 29th through September 10th. We're going to look first at the period for August 29th through September 2nd. This is what the patterns forecasts look like. We have a trough here near the Aleutians. We have a ridge here extended from Alaska nearby Russia to off the west coast. We have a trough in the west and a ridge centered over the southeast with above normal heights in the east with a southwest flow. And we go to the end of the period. We see very little change in circulation. We have the subtropical ridge that builds to the north, covering much of the southern, central, and the eastern states during this period. The weather along the Gulf Coast remains a forecast problems with two areas of disturbed weather. And these areas need to be monitored. We're going to look at them now. Here's one. Here, the Hurricane Center is given a 60% chance, and it doesn't look like it will do very much. Taking a look at the forecast track, here it is. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, there's not much to show here, but this system's supposed to track generally in this direction, maybe bringing some rain to southern Florida and into the Gulf. But right now, it doesn't have a chance really to develop in this area until it gets into the Gulf. And the other area of concern is here, closer to home. The National Hurricane Center gives it only 10% chance. Again, this will bring heavy rain to areas that don't really need it down in the Gulf Coast states. Heavy rainfall is expected across the northern plains, above normal temperatures, a forecast from the Rockies, the plains into the east. Below normal temperatures, a forecast along the west coast. Now we're going to look at the period for September 1st to the 5th. Here we are on the 2nd. We still have our trough here, ridge, trough along the west coast, and a ridge with the subtropical ridge building to the north. This is the GFS. And we go to the 5th, and now this trough starts to intensify. This is the GFS. Again, intensifying it as this ridge builds up. We have a 594 DM ridge to the west of that. So this will in turn deepen this trough and also pump up this ridge in the center of the nation. And we also have a weak trough over the Canadian Maritimes in the northeast. And we take a look, we go through the periods. You can see it's depicted very well in this in these models. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures are forecast for much of this area, with anomalies of 3 to 15 degrees above normal. And I think maybe the greatest anomalies may be in parts of the plains into the Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley, lesser elsewhere. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation across this region, and for the eastern Gulf Coast states, portion of the southeast, below normal precipitation is forecast from the Central Plains into the Ohio Valley. Excuse me, we're going to look now at the period for September 6th to the 10th. Here we are at the 6th, again the GFS. We have, now the GFS has a trough across much of western North America. It really digs in deep as this ridge starts to deepen here over the Eastern Pacific. Also builds up the ridge here. We have a trough across this area. But we look at the other models at the beginning of the period, like this is the Canadian is not that impressive compared to the GFS. But then as we go to the 9th, you can see the GFS really holds on to this, and then the GFS ensembles, European ensembles kind of backs off, but has a trough digging into Western Canada to the north, not that much into the Western U.S. Still have above normal heights across this area with a broad southwest flow. And then we look at the Canadian, it digs it into the northwest, but is also a little weaker. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures are forecast from the plains to the Atlantic coast, with anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees above normal for precipitation. I'm calling for above normal precipitation here, and this is good news, especially for this area, calling for below normal precipitation from the lower Mississippi Valley into the Four Corners. So that is the long range weather forecast discussion for August 29th through September 10th. Thanks for coming to Jim Lumley's World of Weather, and have a good day.